Welcome everyone to another episode of Suffer, where we are going to know the journey of our guests who have achieved tons of success after overcoming many hurdles in their lives. Here we are with Mr. Anish P. Rajan, who has been a part of the Indian team which has just won the title in Physical Disability World Cricket Series 2019. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, all.
Nothing comes easy, but most people don't see the difficult journey. They don't see the amount of hard work and sacrifices made to achieve success. So, how did your journey start, sir?
My journey started because from my childhood, I used to play a lot of games, cricket, football, volleyball in my village. But uh, from my childhood, I want to be a cricketer because I used to watch cricket more because in 90s kids, we watching Sachin Tendulkar, Saurav Ganguly, because they inspire us to uh, dream about reaching the Indian cricket team. Uh, from there, I started playing cricket.
That's really lovely, sir. And hearing it from you makes it more real and inspiring. So, as you said that you started playing in childhood only. So it generally happens that we as children get obsessed with a lot of career opportunities. One moment we want to be a doctor, the other moment maybe a mechanical engineer. So at what exact age you thought that, yes, I like cricket and I want to pursue a career in this?
Because from after my 10th studies, in a vacation, here is a camp for the cricket in our district, and I went for the clinic. Before that, I just casually playing cricket, football, etc. I didn't even think about see. I wanted to be a cricketer, but I don't know how to reach there, like how to reach the Indian team or like that. And after that clinic, I realized that this is my profession, and from there I just started seriously taking it as a profession, and I changed my studies from my village to another place because where cricket is a lot more easier and to get practice even more. Yeah, that's the uh, I think that's the moment where I just taking seriously about cricket.
That's great. So as you said, like, you shifted also. So like support is a very big thing. And especially in India where career in sports is not considered to be a safer option as a profession. So how did your family support you? And when you decided to become a cricketer?
Yeah, that was main thing. I know the support from our own family. It is the main thing we want. And I was very lucky to have such a huge, great family because I have a brother, I have a sister, father, mother, and they both are married, sister and brother. All of them are very supportive to achieve my career and to achieve my dream. Because they didn't even tell me to after my engineering also, they didn't even tell me this is a time to get a job or you quit the cricket. They didn't even tell me like that because my brother is my backbone. He just said to my family like, if I personally quit cricket, it's okay, or otherwise we have to give him time for reaching his dream or like that, because he's my greatest support. My family is, without my family I never reach here.
Yeah, because in India it generally happens, after completing your engineering, it's like go for a job
Yes,
and
yes.
all.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, even my parents have just a concern about uh, how I uh, how my future will go without a job, like that in a recent specific time. But my brother will manage it.
yeah, because every parent feels right that you should have a
Yeah,
secured
yeah.
future and all that. So
But they
definitely.
didn't even tell me quit cricket. You go on like.
Yeah, so family is the biggest support system one could have because they love you, they cheer you no matter what. So, sir,
Yes.
because of your constant hard work, perseverance, and as you said, your family support, you have become a role model for so many people. But we would love to know who was your role model.
Yeah, my role model in cricket or In cricket, it's always Sachin Tendulkar because every 90s player or 90s kids in cricket, Sachin Tendulkar is the inspiration. In out of the field or on the field, Sachin is our inspiration or my
And so
inspiration to play cricket.
is there any inspirational person or a role model like outside the cricket world?
Yeah, in my childhood cricket world, I have a brother or my relative. His name is Santosh because he's a football player in my locals, but I used to see him playing football and winning matches. He's a forward player. I
Okay.
like him playing or watch him playing. From there, I think I really
You
like
get that
sports.
inspiration that
And afterwards,
you can, yes, you can play something and do something
yeah,
out
yeah,
of it.
and yeah, and also my brother takes me to every ground. He whenever he goes,
That is
he's a great inspiration for me.
great. So as you said that your role model is Sachin Tendulkar. So he had this superstitious belief, that whenever he went to the field, he first used to wear the left pad and then the right one. So do you have any belief or follow any of these superstitious beliefs while playing?
Yes, yes. Some of them like these pads. I used to get first right pad, and then I used to
Okay,
wear
so
the
you
left
did the
pad.
reverse thing. You wore the
Yeah,
right one first and then the left one.
yeah. Then I am lefty, and Sachin Tendulkar is right hand was.
Okay, okay.
Maybe uh,
That's great. So when you saw other children of your age playing cricket, did you ever feel that disability was a barrier in your career? And it could have been a lot easier if you were not disabled.
no, I never think I am disabled because I never even think like that. Because I do many things as better than able people can do. I think my disability gets me better or stronger. Even even if I am not disabled, I didn't even think I am this much better person because if uh, I have this disability, then that's why I love challenges because I love challenges and doing uh, challenging things. I think
Yeah,
that
it,
makes
it
me even
motivates
stronger.
you when you challenge yourself at every moment. It motivates you. It brings that inspiration that yes, you can do many things in your life without any support, and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can cross as many hurdles as you want. That's
yes.
great. So basically, you never, felt any discrimination, not discrimination, but that people treated you in a very different way. Like, so it was all
Yeah,
like, great.
yeah. I previously said that I went to a cricket clinic for the first time, and the guy who was in the registration desk not permit to me in the that clinic because
Yeah,
he
yeah,
said
yeah.
no, you are disabled, you doesn't want to play with the able boys, but some of the parents there and some parents supported me. If he likes it, he just play like uh, some of them supported, but he said no. And once my relative came to that clinic with me, then also he uh, admits or he allows me to play in the camp. After that,
That's
I was selected as the best bowler in that camp, and
that's
from
great, sir.
there from there I my career was changed.
Yeah, you actually should, do what you love and what you want to do in your life. Whatever people say, just, there's no need of
Yeah,
hearing
yeah.
everyone. So So,
Never mind
coach,
what people say.
yeah, definitely. Never, you should never give heed to so many people. It's your life. Do whatever gives you happiness.
Yes.
So coach, team members, and supporting staff plays a crucial role in your life. So, what is their importance in your life, and what are your relations with them?
Yeah. From my starting of my career, I used to. Now also I am in contact with all the coaches. But because they are, they makes me to an Indian cricketer, or from my local cricketer to Indian cricketer. They mold me, or what I said. Uh, and I think my coach Robin sir, he guided me to this physically. And that time also I didn't even like, oh, physically challenged cricket. Oh, that is not. I think that cricket is not challenging like that. But my coach said, you just try it, and after that we can see. Then I go to the selection trials of Kerala team. But after playing the first match, I realized that this is also a challenging cricket, and how the normal people play. Like, some people have disability to what run quicker because they have some leg problems. Otherwise, it is same to the normal cricket. Then I loved this cricket, and I from there I want to be in this Indian team, and my dream come true.
That's great, sir. Finally, your dream came true. And so like definitely, I completely agree with you that a great mentor, realizes your true potential and definitely brings out the best in you. And India should be proud of having such great mentors and team players.
Sure.
So the next thing that I would like to ask is, so there are moments that, like, best moments in our lives which we never forget, and whenever we think about it, it's like a big smile appears on our face. So what has been the best moment in your journey till now that you will cherish for your life?
Yeah, when I got selected to the Indian team, from we heard the news with my papa, mama, and with my friends. I just heard the news through YouTube live. That was a best moment in my life, because uh, that was a moment where I was dreaming about that moment in my whole lifetime. So that was the best moment in my life, and also I was always dreamt about the wearing an Indian jersey and standing in front of the national anthem. I always dream about that, and that was also a special moment, because in the inaugural match against Bangladesh, wearing that Indian jersey and standing for that national anthem, that that was a special moment.
I guess it is a proud moment for like everyone, like every aspiring cricketer
Yeah.
waits for the moment when you are selected for the national team and you get to have your own jersey and playing for your country. That's really a proud moment. So,
Yes. Yeah.
and I guess the whole country is very proud of you, sir. So congratulations to
Thank you.
you.
Thanks.
So, as you said that, your special moment was wearing the jersey, singing the national anthem for the country and all. But sometimes it happens, that situations become very difficult to deal with, like on ground situations. Your team is in a whole lot of pressure. So, how do you manage the stress level on ground?
Yeah, we got a exact situation in the World Cup itself, because in the second match against Afghanistan, I think we got all out Afghanistan on 80 runs. The target is just 81 for 81 in 20 overs. It's very
It's
simple
very,
game, but
yeah,
low scoring matches are always unpredictable.
right.
And our team got 8 for 4 in, I think, 3 overs.
That's bad.
Uh, that was a very much pressure situation because 8-4 is very, and also a low scoring game. And then my coach, Selection sir, said, you have to go. After 2 wickets gone, he tells me, get ready. You have to go in the 5th position. You will be ready for that, like that. Then after that 2 wickets gone, sir went send me, and I just go there, and captain was in the opposite side. We just talk, and at that time I have pressure. Sure, I have pressure in my mind, but I just do my duty as just hold the wickets. My coach also said, and I also know that just hold the wickets. 80 runs is easily possible in 20 overs. And also I captain and we talk each other, and just 1 or 2 balls I survived. Then our pressure is gone. Then just we hold the wickets, and we got a 67-run partnership in that game, and we won that game.
Finally, we won the game. So
Playing in England, that was a really good experience because wickets, all are such good wickets, good grounds. Playing in that type of grounds are a
England
experience.
literally has lovely grounds. I can say that. Yeah.
And also the crowd, it's super.
Yeah, I have seen that, in cricket, like crowd is a major thing, that gives you that feel, that gives you that environment of playing, and it's like very beautiful.
Yes.
And definitely, so this is literally a goosebumps moment, and it surely would have been an emotional moment for so many people. This is such a big achievement, and I can surely say that the whole country must be so proud of you and the team. So
thank you.
As you said that, this World Cup moment. So everyone has the share of highs and lows. Like this World Cup moment was a huge moment for you. So was there any moment when you thought that it's just not happening and, you want to quit? A low moment for you?
Yeah, I think that moment just stands for a few minutes. I thought I was to quit because after completing my graduation engineering, then I also went to play cricket. And I think after a few years, I think my family is so much supporting, and I want to give my support back for any financial. I used to get a job. Like I just like thinking like that for a few minutes, because I really want to support my family at that time. But that doesn't stand for long, because after that I think that if I quit my cricket for any job and quit my dream for money or something, I never feel happy for my whole future. I never become happy, and if I am not happy, my family doesn't become happy. That then I thought I play cricket, and I think after a few months I got selected to the national trials and got selected to the Indian team.
Definitely, sir. Ultimately, your family, everyone's family just want their kids to be happy at the end. It's okay if you want to do something else, but ultimately they want you to be happy. And that support thing, every child feels that if my family is supporting me so much in pursuing my dreams, you also feel that you should support your family and fulfill their dreams and all. So that I couldn't agree more. You can't beat a person who doesn't give up, definitely, and this is really inspiring. So how did you cope up with this, when you had these low moments? So how did you cope up with these situations when you thought that maybe you can't pursue things or nothing will happen in cricket?
Yeah, because when I have a low situation, I always think positive. That's all. If any bad situation happens to me, I think that is for a good thing in future. I always think about that, like that.
Okay, great. And the next thing that I want to ask is, so as you said that you always remain positive and you know, so what are your future plans and any tournaments or matches coming up basically?
Uh, they're planning to execute the next World Cup in this year, but due to Corona, this thing, I think they are planning in the next year, 2022. We have just started again. The cricket is just started again. I think I had a tournament in Varanasi last week. That was the first tournament after the COVID strikes, and fortunately, we are the champions there. And looking forward for the World Cup next year.
So how was your like experience after the first event basically after this Corona period?
We got so many time for improving our fitness, so many corrections in my bowling, and I do like so many things like I corrected my bowling things, and I think I even got better in these days. This time helps me a lot better and improve my
Yeah,
fitness
you
also.
can definitely utilize time in various ways, improve yourself.
Yes, yes.
And I am really excited for your World Cup matches that you said, and I really wish you all the best for the future matches.
Yeah. Maybe I think it's in India next
Oh,
World Cup.
that's lovely. That's really good. If it's in Delhi, I'll try my best to buy the tickets and come.
Okay, sure.
In the past so many years, do you feel that there has been some progress in the All India Cricket Association for physically challenged?
Sure. Because I playing this cricket in till 2017. I was seeing this cricket from 2017. There is a huge difference in this cricket because faculties, uh, support staff, everything. The cricket, I think it is changed a lot. It becomes a lot more professional now.
That's good. So basically, we are making some progress, I would say.
Sure.
That's really good to hear that we are making progress, and I really wish that more people become aware of the All India Cricket Association for physically challenged.
Yeah. Because they are giving the facilities to our cricketers, giving good facilities
So,
compared to
so
that
yeah.
2017.
So, can you tell what are the areas of progress that we have made?
The main thing is the way of playing cricket, and lot of cricketers came into this field after the World Cup itself, and the competition becomes stronger. It's good for all of us because if the competition becomes higher, we used to play or practice more and do more, and the facilities, the coaching staffs, they give excellent.
That's good. Definitely. So, if competition increases, you also work hard, and then you also like playing with people who are,
Yeah, we also
your
trying to get better
competition.
and better.
Yeah. So that's great. And I guess that's last question. So any advice you wish that you would have received when you were young and you started playing cricket, and how would you like to motivate the current generation to play cricket?
To play cricket, I think cricket is a gentleman's game, and we learned a lot of things to cricket. Um, yeah, because it improves our personality, it improves our what patience. so many things we can learn from cricket. And what I said, yeah, we have a lot of determination, hard work.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Cricket, in fact,
Also, we
all
have
the
to
sports.
increase our physical strength, mental stability. Nowadays, I think mental strength
Yeah, it's a big thing.
it's more important than the physical strength nowadays.
Yeah, definitely. Because as you said,
Sports,
that
yeah,
that you face such difficult situations sometimes. So more of the physical strength, you require less of the physical strength and more of the mental strength to deal
yeah,
with the situations.
yes, yes.
So any advice that you would have given to your younger self, like if you meet the childhood self of yours right now? So
Yeah, my message, I think we all have to give an inspiration by our own life itself. We all can do. And one thing I just realized, I just follow my passion and just do it. Just follow your passion. Just follow your passion. Just follow your dream, and whatever you can do for your dream, you will do it. You can do it, or you just do it, and everything will happen. Everything, every success will came. Sure. Just follow your passion.
basically have that much, patience. I guess patience is very important because when it comes to following your dreams, and you should have that
Yeah,
perseverance, that patience, hard work, and
yeah. Patience is very important because I started playing cricket, or I dream about playing for India from my childhood, and I just played or got selected to in 2019. After 13 years of playing cricket, I just selected to the Indian cricket team. I guess patience is very important, and never lose
yeah,
hope, never give up, never give up.
yeah, in one moment it feels like your all dreams have come true.
Yes.
So with this, we come to thank you, sir. I guess that's for the interview. So with this, we
Okay.
come to the end of today's episode of Suffer. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time and your journey. Your journey has been wonderful and inspiring. It literally teaches us that it is going to be hard, but hard doesn't mean it's impossible.
Okay.
Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you very much for inviting me to your sessions. And all the best for your future plans for the
Thank
Jagribi
you.
Foundation. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.